I feel look terrible today. Um, Kidding. I don't look terrible. I'm just not liking how I look right now. I'm looking very. It's too many details I'm seeing. Um, yeah, I wanted to make this video diary today, just so I could get some things in order. Just some things in my life in order. And also just to let some things out. I only have like 15 minutes before I'm supposed to be back at the house because I gotta do chores and shit. But I'm gonna try to do this as thorough, but also as fast as possible. My hair's looking so weird today. I don't know. I don't like this. Okay, so I wrote some notes. A list of things that I want to discuss over. I'm just gonna go with the first thing on the list. It's just about how I struggle with the consequences of dissociation. So I feel like I've been living in this space now where I just feel very dissociated and I don't know, not so great. Some person just drove by on their bike. It's so embarrassing, like, to be talking on a phone and then someone just like walks by or like drives by. Like, ugh, I don't like that. Bitch, hold on. But there's people around. I don't even care. I'm gonna just keep talking. So, I just been like back to like dissociation, right? So, I've been. I don't know. I haven't been feeling like so real recently, and like I don't know. I want to unpack that because that's like what does that even mean? Like you don't feel real. I don't know. I don't know if this has to do with all the weed that I've smoked. It probably does have a lot to do with that. I'm just holding my phone up so I don't look crazy like I'm talking to myself. Even though I am, at least like it looks like I'm talking on the phone. I don't know. It's been like really weird. I think that I do not feel comfortable like talking about this with people. There's some lady with her dog. Um, should I pause or should I just keep going and not care? Like, okay, I'm just gonna talk about the first time I felt like I was seeing myself in third person, which is the first time I ever was like, I don't know, it really put me in a different like place mentally. And usually it just like wears off and you just go back to normal. And I did, but after I kept like hitting the pen, I just felt like things sort of were not feeling real after that. And it sounds like a bad thing, but like ever since then, and then I like had this, I'm talking about like the first time, from the period of where I first smoked and then like until then, it's like where I've kind of felt like this dissociation thing. And it has largely amount to do with like the weed, but like I've also had like a spiritual awakening when I went to Washington. I feel like and that also I look like a crazy person. That also has I don't even care what anyone thinks. I'm trying to get over like looking like I'm talking to myself, but I don't even care. Damn, I just want to get this like concise and like I want this to get like I want to get this down so that like, it can actually be helpful to me and not just like some bullshit that I'm just like venting, you know? But also I want to vent as well. But basically I went through this spiritual awakening, right? And it's really just like had me turn inward, and like weed has taught me so many things like introspectively, like about myself. It's like I've just like learned a lot of things that I don't think I would have learned or developed as fast without experiencing those types of things, without smoking a lot, or like without feeling like in an isolated space where I don't know anybody, and it's like I'm restarting my life, and it's like, well, then let's make you just like reflect on myself, like who am I, you know? And it's really been like, that's what that moment really was, and I want to talk about that now because like it affects my life to this day. It's not like that was a long time ago, you know. I mean, I'm still like living as me, you know. But I just feel so, I feel the need to talk about this because I feel so dissociated now. I feel so dissociated, and it's like sometimes I feel scary, and honestly, like I want to talk also because the day where I wrote down in my notes about like how much my day had fucking sucked, and I really wanted to reflect on that because I was having such a bad day. I was just having a shitty ass day, you know. I was frustrated at myself. I was frustrated at things I couldn't control. Like I was frustrated that we were supposed to have a Friendsgiving that day and it got canceled. And I was just a lot of things that were frustrating. This old lady keeps fucking looking at me, bro. She's the one that kept walking by. I'm like, oh, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about that fucking lady. But yeah, I was like, things were just like stacking up on top of each other, like all the negative things. And I was thinking, I was like, I was in the middle of wrestling practice, and I'm like, I don't feel fucking real right now. I'm like, did I do this to myself? And like, honestly, I love the journey that I've gone on, like even with weed. Like I will always stand by like the Za. The Za has taught me so many things, but it also got me in a place where I was like, whoa, what if I did some damage to myself that I can't reverse? Like what if I did something, and that's why I feel like I'm not real anymore because of that, just that after effect of what weed has done to my brain, you know? And I was like almost about to like cry. I was like, what did I do to myself? You know, I was like, you know, I felt like this was a step towards my spiritual awakening, but like, what if I can't go back now? Like, what if it's like, what if I'm in too deep? And I was just like going through that process, like really like overthinking it and like scaring myself, honestly. And also I was thinking about, I'm just gonna like slightly tread into my next topic because I was also thinking about this at the same time, and I was just thinking about like my sexuality, and like why God had made me like this. And it's like I hate doing that. I'm like, oh, like why God, why would you make me attracted to both men and women, knowing that I'm in a Christian home that they don't like gay people. Like they literally don't, and they've expressed that multiple times. It's just really hard being like bisexual in a Christian home, and it's honestly caused so much mental damage, you know, because I've been like that since I can remember, you know. It's nothing that has been like something that I just found out. It's always, look, a ladybug, cute. It's always just like I've just always known that, and I've always been like sort of insecure about that because my family just hates gay people. So yeah. I just really think like I was just like really frustrated in that moment, like going back to that moment where I was in wrestling practice and I was like, oh my god, like I can't even think straight. Like I don't even don't even think straight. That ties into everything. But like I can't even think properly about like my life, and I feel like I'm like disassociated, and I honestly forget that I'm even a human. But I know that I'm not. I know that I'm just a spirit in a human body, you know, like I just feel so like almost alienated, but like also like I just know that this earth is not my home, and it never has been, and it never will. I just feel like I'm almost like more spiritual than physical even. And I've known that for so long. I've had that feeling for so long. Like I just have this underlying feeling. It doesn't even have words. It's just like a knowing of like this is not my home, and I am so much greater than I really think I am here. Like I am bound by the laws of nature and by human physicality. I'm just bound by that. And I just know that I'm like I genuinely know like I feel like I'm spiritual royalty, like, you know. And I believe in God, yes, and like a Christian standpoint, that is very true. Like you are a child of God, you are kings and queens of Christ. You are son of Christ, daughter of Christ, you know, like all that. And I understand that point, that ideology perfectly. But it's like I almost feel like I am something else. And this is something that I can't even describe to anyone in my family because they will think I'm crazy and like demonic or something. It's just something that I can't explain. It's just something that I know in my soul and my spirit. So this is like really me talking like truly, you know? But like I'm also like here, I'm also struggling with like what I'm supposed to do here on this earth. Like I'm here for a reason. Like I know a lot of days I don't even want to fucking be here on earth at all. Not that I'm suicidal. I mean, I have been suicidal in the past, honestly, because I've just been so fed up and tired of this bullshit. But it's like it's not even like that anymore. It's like I don't even want to be like, I want to be who I am, like in my full divinity, because I am divine. But I'm here now, and I need to deal with that, you know? Like, I need to live this human life. I really need to, and I need to do the best that I can to shine light and be the best version of myself that I possibly can. But also, just going back to, like, the topics, when I was thinking about, like, I don't think it's, okay, also, side note, I do not think it's a coincidence that I am the way that I am, like, that I am bisexual, that I am mixed race, that I am just so many other things that it's like hard to put me in a category, and it's hard to like I can just shift so much. I can be so many other things. Like I am not just like I'm so many different things, you know, and it's hard to put me in a box. Genuinely, it is. And I think that this is for like a reason, like a spiritual, like divine reason why I am like that. Why I'm like this. And it's really, there's struggles and so many things that come with it, and I'm trying to learn them, but it's like it's a reason, and it's actually my strength, you know. And I need to lean into like my strength of being so diverse, being the minority, you know. I mean, I've always questioned, I'm like, God, why can't you just make me normal? Like why can't I just be straight? Why can't I just why can't I just be normal, you know? Like why can't I just be more masculine, be all these other things that everyone else seems to want me to be? It would make life so much fucking easier. And I've also expressed a lot like that I feel like God doesn't talk to me, but I don't think it's really about that. I think God is through me, like God is in me, like constantly, and I don't even know it, you know. And right now I just feel super like enlightened. I almost have like this euphoric feeling, and I think I'm really speaking like on the truth of about my life. I don't know about anybody else's fucking life, but I know that it's true for me, you know. And I'm really feeling like my soul feels like happy right now, you know. But you know, like I don't know if I've discussed this topic well enough. Maybe if I look back at these videos, I can be like, oh wait, maybe I wanted to add in this and that, and I'll go into a deeper segment. But I think I'm gonna leave this part. I'm just gonna move on, you know, trying to be a little bit quicker. But I also wanted to say, like, I'm bisexual, right? I like men, I like women, but I still struggle to even get play. Like, it's also like crazy. Like, I come out. They say like you don't ever just come out once. You have to come out multiple times, and it's like with all the people that I know at school, it's like I have to come out to each one of them like all the time. Like, actually, not all the time, but like I have to do it multiple times. You know. It's not that it's tiring, but it's like it's always like weird, and like it can either go very weird or it can be like cool, chill, whatever. Cause okay, I probably have to go soon, but you know, maybe this will be a part 2 video. This will be literally a part 2 video, but I'm gonna finish this up, you know. So, right, coming out is just so difficult sometimes. Like, example, my friend the other day was like just out of nowhere, out of random, like we were just talking, and then he was like, "Are you gay?" I'm like, and in my mind I had a choice. I could be like, I could play this off as a joke, or I could just be like raw and authentic, or I could just lie. And I made a vow to myself a while ago, like about this sexuality thing. Like I'm just gonna be who I am. I'm like, why am I gonna hide who I am? You know, like I am not even like my ego isn't even really me. I'm just like this character that I am. Like I am awareness in itself. So why does it matter so much to like protect my ego and to be like, oh, and to just to hide parts of myself? So that could be a whole nother video, which I will probably do later. But I told him straight up. I was like, he's like, "Are you gay?" I was like, "It depends on the day, really." It depends on the day. I told him, I was like, "Well, I'm like bisexual," and like he looked at me, he's like, "I can't tell if you're joking or not." I'm like, "No, I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass. Like, I'm bisexual." And then he was like, "What the fuck?" And then he was like, "Wait, so are all the jokes like real then?" Because I make a lot of like gay jokes or sexual jokes as a literal joke though. Like I'm not actually. I mean, I do be freaky, I can't lie, but like when I'm joking, I'm actually joking. Like it's not like I'm not like that. I'm not like that with the people that I actually like. So he's like, "Are those real?" I'm like, "No, I was actually just joking." Like I'm like, chill, 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 chill. Like I'm not like trying to do nothing, but I was like, does that make it weird? I was like, does that make it awkward or whatever? I was like, it was just kind of like a little bit icky. It wasn't bad. It was kind of like I liked the moment only because like he wasn't like, I fucking hate you gays. We stayed friends after that. It was just something that we talked about and it went on, you know? It was just like a little bit weird. But okay, I'm just gonna walk while I talk. Cause I gotta go now. And there was a lot more on my list that I wanted to discuss. I just didn't get to. Cause I'm on a time frame because I'm doing these fucking chores. I have to rake the leaves. I do not want to do that fucking shit. But like also, I think back to the disassociation thing. I make these videos to try to make myself feel more real, because I can like, it's like a moment that's captured in time and that I can always look back on. I'm like, oh wow, yeah, so that did exist and I exist and like I was really feeling that moment, you know? So that's what recordings have always been to me. But I really feel like I need to get past that. Like I need to get past just needing like technology to honestly feel real. Like that's so weird as it saying that out loud. Like I need technology to feel real. But it's like I need to get to a point where damn. I need to get to a point where I can just exist and I'm okay with that. So I'm burping hella. I can just exist and I'm okay with that, and I can be free and authentic and honestly not give a fuck because I'm living my life, my experience, and it's not about anyone else because I'm living me, you know? I'm living me, this character, Robert Lee Anderson the fourth. But I'm gonna make another video about that, you know, more deeply into like spirituality and honestly like just spiritual awareness. And honestly, my energy, what I want to give off, and honestly, more specifically, what I want to do or what I want to be in this life. Just like speaking on that, like what do I even want to do? Because it's always been so much like I don't know. But I'm like glowing right now. I look beautiful. I'm I'm not trying to be conceited, but like I look beautiful right now. Like I'm glowing. But yeah, I'm gonna end this pretty soon. I just hoping that I covered everything. Walking up this damn hill. Walking up this damn fucking hill. I love this little pond though. It's so beautiful. So I love the pond. So scenic. I just love to compliment like inanimate objects. You know? I don't know, it's just part of my nature. there's just so many other things that I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to talk about like how like being bisexual, I'm like also like have the duality of being masculine and feminine, and it's kind of hard to balance in between those two. And that could be another conversation. But I think I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end it right here, just so it's not, just for the sake of the video, you know? Okay, well, I gotta go do my chores. So, part 2, later.